This weekend, we celebrate the 4th of July. The country will throw itself a party to celebrate its freedom. Fireworks, cookouts, and flags waving everywhere. We celebrate the story America loves to tell about itself, that it's the land of the free and the home of the brave, where all men are created equal. Hold that thought. Let me show you what this administration quietly got the green light to do this upcoming week. There's a house in Philadelphia called the President's House. It sits steps from where they signed the Declaration of Independence. And in that very house, George Washington enslaved 9 people. For years, Black advocates fought to get that told honestly. And in 2010, they won. The site laid it out plain, a map of the slave trade routes and a timeline of slavery, and a panel that called it exactly what it was: the dirty business of slavery. A federal court cleared the Trump administration to tear those panels down and put up its own version. And here's what their version does. The map, gone. The timeline, gone. The dirty business of slavery, gone. One of the new replacement panels argues that slavery under Washington wasn't really that bad because the enslaved people had, and I quote, a modicum of autonomy. Another one softens Washington himself, talking about his discomfort with slavery. His discomfort? This man enslaved hundreds of human beings, and they want us to sit with how he felt about it? And then there's why Trump says he's doing this. His own executive order says it. Federal historic sites are not to disparage Americans and should focus on the greatness of American achievement. Americans? Now don't be coy, Mr. President. You left off the word white. You meant to say white Americans. So the truth has to shrink so greatness can shine. That's not history. That's a cover-up with a fresh coat of paint in their favorite colors. Red, white, and blue, supremacy. Whitewashing slavery isn't just about making George Washington look good. It's about shrinking what and how Black people survived. Because the smaller they can make our suffering look, the smaller they can make our surviving their cruelty look, along with everything else. Our strength, our endurance, our unwavering faith, and everything we built out of nothing while they enslaved us. Because when they diminish what was done to us, they diminish us right along with it. And who does that benefit? The people who'd rather not think about any of it. The ones who want to wave the flag this weekend without a single uncomfortable thought about whose backs this country was built on. It's history rewritten for white comfort. So this weekend, when they're celebrating freedom at George Washington's house, remember the 9 enslaved people who endured while inside of it. Remember, it took Black folks years of fighting just to get their story told at all. And remember that a country editing the truth on the very weekend it celebrates liberty is telling you that liberty was never built to include Black people at all.